Hey everybody, come on in. Let's finish painting this elf. Give me just a second here. We'll get started. Get this guy finished. Okay. Hope you guys are all having a good afternoon. This is the elf that we started earlier on an ornament, and we got some of his stuff painted, right? Or some of the base colors painted. So let's get started finishing it. So we're gonna come in with his red on his hat, red on his body. Why don't we start there? Work some more on the red. It has gotten so cold here this afternoon, like really damp. Before we get started, oh, this is my brush I broke the other day. Before we get started, my name is Sherry. I am the owner and creator here at Blue Brook Designs. Happy to have you join us. Hope you will come often. Would love to know who you are, so if you could share and just let me know who you are and where you're from and all of that stuff, that would be great. Let me use my red paint that I had from earlier. We're going to use it just like we did. This should go super quick. It's so weird holding this brush because it normally would be longer and it just feels weird, but it works just fine. I had to change out of the sweater I had on because I was worried about getting paint on it. But I hopped on the live earlier before I was headed somewhere and painted brave. Because inevitably every time I wear something new that doesn't have paint on, it ends up being something that does have paint on it. So, just how it goes. All right. Now we'll work on his jacket. And the other thing that I am doing is painting the edge the same color. I'm going to do a little over here on this edge where the hat is. This is a really good red, so coverage is really good on this. I think we're supposed to be getting snow, and I think that's why it feels so cold, because it's really damp. Just gonna paint the edge here as well. Again, I'm using the real traditional Christmas colors, but I sort of wonder if anyone would use the pastel colors, or how you would feel about that. I know they're very popular. But just curious what people's thoughts are on that. I'm going to use a little bit bigger brush because this one seems like it's a little, I'm going to need some more red paint in a minute. Just a little bit small. And I was trying to paint the white and the like cream color, skin color before I painted the red and green, but yeah, that didn't work. I already see some important pieces I forgot. I think I have enough red paint out to finish this, but we'll see here. The next minute or two. We'll know. All right. Okay, we are going to do where's that? We're going to use a little bit more of this color because we forgot his ear. All right. Once we get the outlining done, you'll be able to see better his ear, his face, all the things, right? And we're also gonna do this. This is his little hand. All right. So this is the little hanger for the ornament. And we're gonna do, I'm gonna clean this off for a second here. All right, and where is, there it is, hiding behind. We're gonna need a little more red. All right. And we are gonna do, we've got his pant leg here, which we went a little bit into the green with that. And we're just going to go over it with red, and if we need to go over it more than once, we will. Now we're going to come up here, do the same. Okay, I don't know what you call that, the little fringe or something on his sleeves and his on the, like, so we're gonna come in now. Oops, we got a little red there. Get rid of. So let's do the green on his sleeve, then we're gonna do the green on his pant legs. This is one of my favorite colors, green, because it's just so good for so many things. I can see though that I'm gonna need to get some paint mixed for colors that I get mixed very soon. Colors I use often. Okay. I like to make sure there's not any paint stuck up in the bristles Okay, so this part right here, is part of the ornament. So we're gonna go ahead and get that done right now, because I missed it before. So we're using some of our silver that we mixed up the other day, used in the Santa beards that we had. I mixed up a lot of it. It's the same color as this. You can see it dries a lot lighter. So once we get the outlining on here and stuff, you'll really see you'll see it all come together. This is gonna be so cute when we get all the glitter and stuff on it. It's gonna be adorable. That's probably one of my favorite parts. The glitter and like finishing the piece and all of that. Because you see it come together and then, I don't know, part of real life, right? And I think this piece here, can't believe I'm missing that. There we go. Perfect. And then there's just going to be a little white in there. We also missed that last time. But let's go ahead, get a little more green in our paint tray here, and then let's do the legs with a little smaller brush on, do the green stripes on here. So I hope you guys have all had a good Monday. Mine's been busy, like wildly busy, but it's all been really good, so it's all good, right? It's all good. So I think for this one, I'm probably going to use this brush. I really like these brushes, and I think all the brushes I got came from Amazon, so they're readily accessible to anyone who might be looking to get those brushes. Give me just a second here. Oops. Yeah, I'm always sticking my arm in paint somewhere. I don't know, I think it's like a magnet. It draws it in. I'm always checking myself, especially after the live I did last spring and I had black on my arm and didn't know it and drug it right through pink on a live. Hey Theodora, how are you? How are you? Have you heard anything? Okay. So, go back. We're gonna get a little red in here. You having a good Monday, Theodora? All right. We gotta let that dry good though. There are 2 coats on there. We have basically done everything we can before highlighting and glittering. We just have a little bit left to do. We've got this little section in here. This is also going to have some stripes, but it's pretty, it's damp. So we aren't going to do that yet. Let's give this the lighter green. I don't think I see the green I'm looking for. So I may end up making the green I want. Yeah, so let's just mix up the green we want. I'm going to put the green we've been using on the rest of it today. And then we're going to mix in some white. Oh my gosh, you guys, with glitter, this is going to be so pretty. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I love it. Let's maybe find brush we're going to use, I like this one. There's this one too. There's certain brushes I like to use for lettering. Sometimes it's different ones, but so this is pretty close to the color. It's a little different, but it's somewhat close to the color lime tree. So I think it'll work on here. I'm going to use this one. We are going to put polka dots in here before we letter it. So this I'm going to use for lettering. This I'm going to use for the polka dots. End up doing a second coat on this green. Let's see how this dries. See if we think we need it. Again, this brush feels so weird to hold because I know it should be longer, but I mean, I'm not going to throw it out. It actually does the trick. And just because the top part of it broke off, it still works perfectly. It just feels differently when you're holding it. Isn't that funny? You get used to the feel of the brushes. And I usually do them in threes, like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, like that. If that made any sense. I'm not sure I make any good sense anymore today. It was an early day and a busy one, so now I'm tired, which is crazy because it's still early, but you know, it is the way it is. Okay. So we have that. Then we're gonna hand letter fa la la across there. All right. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments, even if it's on the replay. I'm happy to answer them. I'd love to know who you are, so if you want to share that, where you're from, all the things, I think that's great. I think just to stand out a little bit more, well, no, I think we're okay. I don't think we need to do that. There's one thing we need to do over here, and then I think we're gonna hand letter it. So, and I think what we may do, because there's some really wet spots on here, even if I blow dry them, I'm not sure that they're gonna be dry fast enough. I don't want this in the blurred together. So we may, I hate to do this, but this day has just been kind of crazy. So we may finish it on another live, and we may do that later tonight. If we don't, it will be tomorrow morning for sure. But we may do it on another live tonight. Okay. So we got a little red where his ear goes. No big deal. This went over it nicely. We're going to make sure when it dries, there's plenty of coverage. But now his ear, his elf ear, is right as it should be, right? All right. So I think when we outline this, we're probably going to paint the outline. We're going to use black. We're going to use white accents. We are going to use green glitter, red glitter, iridescent glitter. This is just going to be glittered all over. So that's an awesome thing. But what we're going to do right now is I think we are going to go ahead and do the hand lettering. Follow. Follow. And we are just about done. With the hand lettering. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is let this get good and dry and then come back and do the rest of it. So we're gonna do one touch-up spot here, and then that's exactly what we're gonna do. If I don't come back tonight, we will finish this up tomorrow morning. No issues whatsoever. We'll get it done and we'll move on to the next project we have waiting. All right. That's looking good. So here you guys are. Next steps are we're going to outline it. We're going to glitter it. We're going to make it come completely to life. So here we are so far. This is our elf on the ornament that says fa la la. Thank you for your patience today as we've had a lot of things going on. And for those of you who didn't catch it at the beginning, my name is Sherry. We're on here most days, every day, with a few exceptions. And I look forward to having you join us and getting to know you and seeing you in the future. See you soon.